Hi guys, just to change the setting a little bit, the third video in the series, advice for copiers. I think what copiers ask the most is obviously the amount of copy and also whether they should copy open trades. Regarding copying open trades, it's very easy. I always advise to copy open trades, and the reason for it is because I always build the portfolio with the potential that it has in the future. So I actually try to build a portfolio that does not need my intervention. So it's like for those people who don't have many trades and they just buy a few stocks and let them run, Tesla being the best stock in the world. I tried to do that too. So when I bought Aston Martin, when I bought Porsche, when I bought Micro Focus, when I bought IMS, when I bought National Express, when I bought SM Energy and many of those other stocks, these are the stocks that I bought because they have a huge potential. So even if you join when they have maybe 20, 50, even 100% growth, well, they have 100% growth because of the COVID. It doesn't mean they don't have any potential left, because if they did, I would sell it, and I would sell it truly. I don't need to inflate your numbers. There's no tax on capital gain in Luxembourg after 6 months of holding. So if something is maxed out of its potential for growth, in my opinion, then I sell it. You have seen me trimming Peloton positions, you have seen me trimming Aston Martin, and if I believe there is very little potential left, I will replace it with stocks like Transenterix, like Kier. Does not mean I like Kier more than Aston Martin. Actually, I would prefer to have Aston Martin, but we need diversification, we need upside potential, and we need risk management, okay? So please copy open trades. Throughout the whole year, I've made about 1,900 trades, and everyone who copied open positions has done better than those who have not. So very strongly recommend to copy open trades. In terms of the amount that you should put in, it's a difficult question. I have actually been one of the biggest portfolios on eToro for popular investors. I did not know that at the beginning. I only learned that after, and I have had the feedback that the portfolio is not always fully replicated. The reason for that is that because my portfolio was too big and your copy was too small. So if you copied maybe with $200 and I open a smaller position below maybe 1 or 2% of the portfolio, it would not even be, I think, $1, and therefore you would not copy. So what I've changed in the strategy, I've tried to lower the portfolio a little bit by taking some cash. I am way above the elite level, and I'm also more than the black star level. I've even seen the best people on the platform having to increase the funds just to meet the equity requirement. This is not the case here. We don't have to increase anything, and that's, I think, reassuring for all of you copiers, because I will not, let's say we reach 10 million and we are Blackstar, I don't need to double the portfolio. In fact, I don't need to add any funds. So that's very, very good for you, because you will be able just to kind of continue what you're doing, and we don't need to artificially change the whole portfolio having double amount of cash. So I think that's very, very important. I would say that an absolute minimum to invest is about $550, $600. I think the portfolio may not be in sync if you put less. I would say that the advisable amount is about $5,000, and I think the portfolio is also created perfectly to manage those kind of $20,000, $50,000 investments and more. Because it's a lot about risk management and kind of risk-adjusted returns. So I would feel very safe. At the moment, we have people usually around 50 to 100, but there are people who want to put some millions there, and I'm perfectly comfortable with it and ready, willing, and able to manage all of that. So, so to sum up, copy open trades, probably put $500. Otherwise, you probably not be in sync. And also in terms of a compound interest and dollar cost average, do put at least $500 every month. I think if you'll be putting $200 every month, that may get you again out of sync. So try to put, maybe wait 1 month more and put 500, maybe put it on a quarterly basis and try to put 500 every quarter at least. I think you'll get better performance if you put more. And again, I have 17 years experience. I'm not here to try to make 100% and then lose 50% the next year. That's completely not the strategy. If we are between 20 and 30% a year, we'll be happy. I largely outperformed it this year because of the COVID. We would be even more if COVID did not happen, because there's 25% drawdown on Porsche stock in March. Managed to finish that month in a green, but we started at minus 25% basically, so doubled since then. But we don't expect the same level of performance next year. I think we will be targeting about 30%, but I do have another video, the last one that I want to record now, about 2021. So I'll focus on that there. And I think just to close for advice for copiers, copy open trades, put at least 1,000. I would say well, if you don't have it, then put 500. But I would say try to invest in 1,000, and then engage in the profile. Please watch the videos that I've put, because they're explaining a lot of the things, and just share your opinions, introduce yourself in the comments, and let's grow together. And I'm here to I didn't put it in the intro, but I'm here to make money for my copiers. I'm not here to create any brand. I'm not here to convince you that my way of investing is better than the others. I eat meat, I'm not a vegan. If I decide investment in something makes sense, perhaps I will make it. I obviously love ethical companies. I actually look at the ESG score every time I invest. So the ESG stands for environment, social, and governance. And I have a metric and a model built on every single company in the market. So I know that, and I actually invested in Peloton mainly because of that, because when I saw the diversity of the board, and there are a lot of, there's this Black Lives Matter, and a lot of Peloton leadership was active in that movement. And when I had a call with the head of marketing, I was very, very impressed. And so I watched it on Bloomberg, or we had a call, I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was the investor call with Peloton. Very, very impressed by the numbers, by the board, by the mission. So we always try to look at that. Companies, Aston Martin as well, amazing leadership under Lawrence Stroll, very, very ethical, amazing leadership, and so on. But again, I'm here to make the risk-adjusted return, and not for any other reasons. So thank you very much.